Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. For those who are new to my channel, my name's Elaine, the owner of What? LBE. Alright y'all, trying to get my stool situated here. Alright, so market day 2024, first market of the year. Okay, so I tried my hand at a flea market. And one of the reasons why I tried my hand at this flea market was because it was in my neighborhood, and I want to get myself and my company out in my neighborhood so that my neighborhood doesn't feel like they have to drive to and from and far and high and low just to buy or purchase gifts for their loved ones and things like that, and they can come to me for the holidays and all the above. Okay, so I took the opportunity. It was a free event. It was their very first event, so therefore I wasn't expecting like a whole lot of foot traffic and things like that. However, my neighborhood is a nice size, so I couldn't say I wasn't, I just wasn't expecting a whole lot, not off the first event. So we did have a lot of foot traffic. It wasn't like hundreds of people, but it was enough. It was a steady foot traffic. There was only 4 vendors. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 vendors. It was technically 5 vendors on top of the farmer that was there selling his crops. However, one of the vendors left like 30 minutes into the event. She was just like, nope, I'm out of here, and she drove off and left. She was out there selling icy slushy drinks or whatever, and I'm thinking to myself, it's only 10:30. Like, the event don't... Now, mind you, this event was only from 10 to 1. Okay, so it was a very short event. Like I said, it was a test trial for that particular location. They were just testing it out to see if they can get the community to come together and, just shop with the local vendors in the neighborhood. So, she just left. Like, when I tell y'all, she was serving out of a truck. Y'all, when I tell y'all, we looked up, and when I tell you, she didn't even like slowly pull off. No, she hit the gas, and all you heard was her tire screeching, and she was out of there. I was like, it's not that serious. Like, it's just 10:30. Like, this thing don't end till 1. So she technically, honestly, to me, that's the #1 advice I'm gonna give you, and I gave it to you on my live. For those of y'all who did not see the live, the #1 advice is to never ever leave an event earlier than the time the event ends. You can't make a judgment call off the beginning of the event and be like, oh, okay, it's slow, so I'm gonna go. No, like, you have to sit there and give it a chance. I mean, how are they supposed to know who you are and come shop with you and come purchase things and things like that if you don't give it a try? Like, the event was free, so it wasn't like she had to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? I understand that she was probably using gasoline and stuff like that sitting there, but that's any normal event. Whether it's busy or slow, you're still using gas. So, and then like she missed the opportunity of all the kids that came. Like, you could have made some money, my girl. Like, you just she just left. So anyway, word of advice, don't ever leave an event. You never know what the blessing is going to be on the other side if you leave early. Like I told you on my event, I was there once upon a time where I decided to, try to leave. Me and my husband was like, it's too hot, I'm ready to go. And we was like, we're finna leave. And then this one lady came to my booth and spent like $240. So, and then at that moment, at that time and moment, I was like, never ever block your blessing because you feeling some type of way about the event. Find the greatness in the event and keep pushing. So the greatness that I found in the event was I was able to network with the neighbors in my neighborhood. Now, I've been in my neighborhood for 12 years. Okay? 12. 12. Okay? I only know the neighbors that's around me because our houses are not that close. Okay? We are really kind of spaced out. Some of us have quite a bit of land. So we're not really like neck and neck on top of our neighbors. So I don't really know like all my neighbors within the neighborhood on the side streets and all that. I don't know none folks. So the fact that I got a chance to get to know them and talk to some of them and things like that was a true blessing, because now I can introduce myself, what I do as a, for a living, and let them know that they can reach out to me anytime. I had my phone number pretty much everywhere. I brought both signs because I wanted them to be able to see my sign from the street, and also my sign when they come up under the tent. The size tent that I use were the only sizes that I use. I do not use the ones from Walmart. The ones that are like $49. I don't use those, and it's nothing against those. It's just because I want a 10 by 10. Those tents are 10 by 8s, most of them. Quote me if I'm wrong, but I think all of those are 10 by 8s. Okay, I use a 10 by 10. My legs on my tent are not slanted, they're straight up. The tents that I purchased, the tents that I purchased from Academy Sports, and I paid $99 a piece for my tents. I have 2 purple tents and 1 pink. Okay, my pink one is old school. That's my stomping ground. That's the one I started with years ago, and the baby's on the kind of on the last leg. Like, she'll still hold up if you need her to, but she been through, look, I'm talking about 7-8 years I've been having that tent. Okay, my purple tent, I just got my first purple tent. My husband got me, I don't know what the occasion was, but he bought me a tent. When I have birthdays and stuff like that, I ask my husband for practical stuff. I don't ask him for flowers and purses and shoes and clothes. I ask him for stuff that I can utilize, okay, to help me bring my income in. So when he asked me what I want, you know, like one Christmas he asked me, I said I want a Cricut machine. He got me the Cricut machine and the heat press. Okay, next year I said, oh, I want a newer printer. He got me a printer and extra stuff to go with it. You know, extra ink cartridges and things like that. See, listen, if you got a significant other, utilize that time. I know everybody want to style fat. Listen, I got enough clothes in this closet up here and downstairs. I don't need no more clothes, and I don't need no more shoes. Give me some stuff that's gonna help me make me some money, okay? And that's with family members too. When they say, well, what you want? Like I told my family, my mom and my sister-in-law, all them, they was like, what you want for Christmas? A gift card to Hobby Lobby, a gift card to Michael's. Listen, you gonna give me a gift card, I'm gonna tell you where to get it and get it for, okay? So I can utilize that and not just be having some junk just laying around. You know what I'm saying? So take it to your advantage, however you want to take it. I'm not telling you how to live your life, but if somebody gonna give you a gift and they ask you what you want, and you know you got a business to run, quit thinking about yourself sometime and think about your pockets, okay? Pick out stuff that's gonna help you grow, all right? So anyway, he got me a tent, and then this year, after Mother's Day, I think, I went and bought me another tent and additional 2 tables. And then now, as y'all saw, some of y'all saw on the live, I've recently purchased 2 shelves. Now I have a very large shelf, which is okay, and I found out for Facebook Market for like 40 bucks, 30 bucks, something like that, like $30. And it's a great shelf, and you know, I can utilize it, but when I'm by myself, that shelf is not easy to carry sometimes. And then, like, depending on the distance of where I have to walk to my booth, it was a struggle last year, but I made it work, you know what I'm saying? But baby, my back was killing me by the time I got set up. And so I said, no, I'm not gonna do that again. So, and then plus now I have 2 carts now. I have a bigger cart my husband just got me for my anniversary. He said, what you want? One of these carts right here. So he got me one of them big, huge blue carts from Walmart, with the big wheels on it. So I'm like, yeah, I can put my tables in that. Like, we in there like swimwear. I ain't gotta carry nothing no more, okay? My other cart was a little bit smaller, and she was holding on by the grace of God. Listen, I wear my stuff out, but anyway, the shelf was just not where I needed to be. And then plus I wanted to be able to kind of like, you know, set my booth up a totally different way. So I invested 2 shelves off of Amazon. And I really like the shelves. They're 5 tiers or whatever you want to call it. I just need to strategize, like, you know, how I want the setup and stuff like that to be. So anyway, I made some notes on my iPad about this previous market. Again, this was a farmer's market, something I've never done before. It's kind of questionable as a gift designer versus like somebody that designs, like, that sublimates cups and keychains and, you know, whatever the case may be with that, or somebody that sells clothes and things like that. Being a gift designer, you kind of trying to figure out what you should take and what you shouldn't take. So there's a lot of things I should not have taken. Not in August. I got a lot of feedback, and I paid attention to my feedback from my customers. And one lady was like, well, I want to buy this, but I'm scared I'm gonna lose it by the time the holidays come. Okay, noted. Kind of slack off the holiday stuff. Okay, as far as the potpourris go, I'm gonna forever take those out. I'm not slacking off of those. But as far as like some of the other holiday items that I had out there, she was like, yeah, I kind of want to buy this and this and this, but I'm afraid I'm gonna lose it or forget about it or something by the time the holidays come. Noted. Got that. So I'm gonna back off some of the holiday stuff and just push out more of the regular traditional gifts that I've created. One of the great things that sold were the water bottle little gift baskets or whatever you want to call them things. The ones I did, the Dollar Tree water bottles with the snack pack and the Starburst drink mix and the Starburst candy and all that. Those sold pretty good. I mean, I didn't sell out of them, but I sold like 3 of them. I did quite a bit of sales right before we shut down too. Like I was packing up and people was buying stuff. So that was a blessing. Now I didn't make $1 million at this event, and I wasn't expecting to because again, it's a farmer's market. I'm a gift designer. Okay. Also sold one of the puzzles and 2 books. I'm just gonna leave that right there. Oh Lord. So that worked out too. I was like, okay, we got a little thing going on with these blind dates with a book and blind dates with a puzzle. Okay. I did have a suggestion from, I think, Angela Norris, and somebody else was like, do something for kids. Well, I could have done something for kids, but honey, by the time this event came and I was knocking out them orders, listen, I didn't have time to wrap another book, look at another book, nothing like that. Okay. But I do have some kids books left over from Easter that I had bought to go in baskets, and I said, you know what, some of them are like series 1, 2, 3, and 4. I was like, oh yeah, we finna work them in. So as I gradually prepare for the next one, which I don't have another one until November. I think my next 2 is in November. November the 16th. Yeah, November the 16th, which is a really big one, y'all. And we were talking about vendor fees and stuff like that. The vendor fee for that one is $150. My husband was like, you know how popular that one is, and you know what the popular area is, and it's in the middle school, and it's inside the building. You need to sign up. So I went on and signed up for that one. Got my confirmation back and all that good stuff. So we're good to go on that one. And then I have another one at the end of November, and then we're rocking on into December. My first one is December the 7th. And that's the one I always do every single year in Smyrna, Tennessee. Yeah, I'm gonna be ready for that one too. So anyway, we're getting kind of deep into this video, but I want to just bring some notes that I took about the event. So the one thing I told myself to bring more small gifts catered to every day. Kind of slack off the holiday ones, and that's just for like August and September. Don't push the holiday one so much. And that's just a lesson I learned. You know, you have to take notes now. Listen to your customers, listen to the people passing by, so you can know what you need to bring next time, what you don't need to bring next time. Again, this was a free event, so it wasn't like I was out of anything. I need to create a mock-up before I go. Y'all, when I tell y'all, because my shelves was late and I had like last minute stuff to do, I didn't have time to go outside and create a mock-up. And then by the time I wanted to go outside, it was hot than fish grease in a deep fryer. Like, it was so hot outside, and I was like, I'm not gonna go out there and set the tent up, although I should have, because when I got there I was like, okay, I want this right here, now let's move this over here, now let's move this. Like, I hate that. I hate that. So if you can do a mock-up in your front yard, your backyard, the side of building of your apartment complex, whatever you need to do, if you can do a mock-up, create a mock-up. Mock-up is basically just create the vendor event before you go. Now, you ain't got to put out every single thing, but at least put out, like, you know, your tables and how you want them to be, your shelves or your boxes or whatever you're gonna put out there. Kind of set it up. And if you're only doing one table or whatever, set it up in your living room, and and try to do a mock-up and how you want everything to be on your table, what design you want it to be. That's a lesson I learned, because I hate going to an event and trying to figure out where I want to put stuff. That's the worst feeling in the world. Okay. Pack the car the day before. I packed the car the morning of. Don't come for me, okay? If you create the day before, have a cutoff time. So I came up here to try to do some last minute stuff, y'all. I ended up going to bed about 3 o'clock in the morning because I just like, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. I got to stop doing that. I have to stop doing that. And my thing was, had I took some stuff that I already have pre-made, because I have plenty pre-made. Had I took this pre-made stuff that wasn't catered to holidays, I probably would have made more sales, honestly. Because there was a lady coming looking for like a birthday gift or something like that, and I was like, you know what? You out here with all this holiday stuff. And I think the reason why I took the holiday stuff is because some of it was like 2 years old, like the wreaths. Y'all were asking me, how much did you sell the wreaths for? Baby, $20, because I've been having the wreaths for 2 years. And I've taken to every event that I possibly take them to. And those 3 wreaths, the 3, was it 3 or 4? 4 Christmas wreaths was still hanging on by the grace of God. So I said, you know what? No, $20, they got to go. And I told myself I'm not doing any more deco mesh wreaths. I'll just have the greenery ones out there every year. I'll spray paint some with the fake snow and all that good stuff and make them fancy. But I will not have deco wreaths out there unless somebody requested. Let's see. Get plenty of rest, which I did not do. Because, again, I was trying to create and not realizing or not paying attention that I'm already created. Like, just take what you got. So, but I think the reason why I didn't take some of this stuff again was because I didn't do a mock-up. So I didn't know what it was going to look like. Dress comfortably. As y'all saw, y'all probably didn't see my full outfit, but I had on like a tank with like a little light pullover, something just to go over my arms and my, my shoulders and stuff, and some wide-legged yoga pants and some tennis shoes. That's what I had on. Now, you can wear sandals and all that stuff if you want to. But if you're doing it now, this event, well, you could get away with wearing sandals because we wasn't out there that long, and then 2, you had plenty of opportunity to sit down. Now, any other event like the ones I got coming up in Christmas or like that, I never sit down. I refuse to wear any flats or anything of that nature. I have to have on supported shoes. So that's one thing I want to make sure you guys know, to make sure you wear supported shoes, make sure you wear comfortable clothes, especially if you're going to be outside. Wear loose and free clothes as much as you possibly can, so that you can get some type of breeze or something like that. Make sure you have a tent, a chair, and some tables. Okay, you do not want to do vendor events outside and yourself sitting in direct sunlight with no tent, no nothing. And then you don't want to do these mega events and not have some type of chair. I don't care if it's indoor or outdoors. Always bring a chair. Always bring a chair. Okay? Because there may be a downtime where you can take a seat for just a second. Just to relax your bones, your back, your legs, your arms, your shoulders, all the above. Always have a chair. I don't know what kind of chair you can carry. A fold-up chair. I used to have a metal fold-up chair, but I think my husband did something with it. So I carry my chair that goes outside. Well, it's not go outside, but one of the we got a certain chair that actually it's an indoor and outdoor chair. So either way it goes, just carry a chair. Okay. Always get your cash 2 to 3 days before the event. I got mine 2 days before the event just to make sure I didn't have to worry about if anything happened with your kids, your husband, whatever. You already got your change. So if you have the availability, go get your change 2 days prior. Now I normally only get 51s and $50 and 5s. That's what I normally start out with, because most of my customers pay with Venmo, CashApp, credit, debit card. I don't really run through a lot of cash like most people do. I don't personally. And even at this event, I had several people pay via CashApp or credit or debit, and I had very few that paid with cash. Also pack all your charge all your electronics, and pack all your electronics at least 2 days or a day ahead of time, so that you have all that ready to go. I finally located my actual card reader that comes with the program that I use. Y'all rarely use that doggone card reader, but when I tell you, it was a blessing, because as soon as people put their debit card, I was like, just tap it on top of the screen, and it went through straight across. They signed their name and we went on about our business. I didn't have to worry about scanning their card or trying to key their number in and all that extra information. I just been slacking, but I'm using my card machine now. And last but not least, the most important one is to make sure you have water and snacks at all times, because you just listen. Our adrenaline is rushing so much in the mornings when we get ready to leave that most of the time we don't even stop to eat breakfast. I didn't have any breakfast Saturday morning. One, because I had to pack my car. My fault. I should have already had my car packed. So when I got up, all I had to do was take my shower, fix my, breakfast and all that good stuff, and had me something to eat before I went. Of course, I did everything backwards. So lesson learned for me. Hope this helped you guys. Hope this was beneficial. Oh, y'all, and most importantly, have fun. Conversate with the conversate with the vendors and the people, the customers. Just like, have fun. I mean, don't be so locked up in your zone that you don't want to talk to nobody. Listen, you block your blessings when you don't open up your mouth. Closed mouths do not get fed. So have fun, talk to other vendors. You never know, there may be a vendor that got another event lined up for them and they want to say, hey, you might want to join this because it's really good, and it's a lot of people, a lot of traffic, blah blah blah. You never know about the upcoming events, because a lot of stuff is not really posted, or you may miss it on social media. So it's best to talk to people and get to know people, and just find out where everybody's from and things like that. Just have a decent conversation. Don't be scared to open up your mouth, okay? But most importantly, have fun, honey. If they're not playing any music, play your own music. Always carry a portable speaker if you have one. I have 3, so I charge 2 of them up, 2 small ones, just in case one go dead. I can play the other while one is charging. Okay, so anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.